Hello everyone and welcome to the GCC Summit organized by Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. This is the third edition which is happening in Hyderabad, and we have with us Babu sir, who hails from Kochi. And Babu sir is also the chairman of company law and also the vice chairman of aggregation of firms, and I think both of these committees play a very important role towards the objective of what GCC is all about. So before we get into those questions, let me quickly go back to Babu sir and ask how was your experience in this GCC, and what do you think is the role forward?
I am excited to be part of this third GCC summit at Hyderabad. If you see, Hyderabad is originally known as City of Pearls. But today, the Hyderabad is known as a city of ideas and innovation meet with action. This is today one of the most sought after center for GCC. Therefore, I am sure you chosen the right place at the right moment, and chartered accountants are at the heart of this transformation. I think we our finance professionals can ensure that GCCs are compliant, GCCs are cost efficient, GCCs are does the best in the given resources.
So today in the inaugural session, the former minister was talking about Hyderabad being the second largest GCC of the country. I think this is what you wanted to say, and he was assuring to all the members that we are going to be number one in GCC, and that shows how much Hyderabad has innovation about, and we are very excited to have very overwhelming response on that. Coming back to sir on the company law part, I think when we talk about scaling up, when we talk about from a solopreneur or a proprietorship to a large firm, and that also brings up a question on the aggregation part as well. What are the challenges, and and what are the change in thought process of members, especially chartered accountants, Tier 2 and Tier 3, because you also belong to Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. There is an opportunity, but how can they take this forward to go into this GCC ecosystem?
I think my guidance is, if you want to get into the GCC ecosystem, you have to be clear on four things. First, what is the purpose and what is the scope which you want to do. I think unless you are clear on that, your mission may not be successful. Number two, build a very robust governance and compliance mechanism. That is very important. And I would say thirdly, I think you should leverage the tech-driven and finance talent. The great pool of talent is available in this country. If you are able to leverage on that, I think success is sure. And finally, design for scalability and resilience. At the day one, I think if you want to be very successful GCC, I think these are four important components which you should be part of.
Wow, I think that brings up a whole crux of the whole thing, to say how we can be scalable, how we can go forward with the thought process, with this infrastructure, with the retention of people, building skills. One more aspect which I wanted to understand from you is the security part. What is your thought on that?
I think there were initially, when even the cloud came, there are security concerns. Today, I think that era we have already crossed, I think globally, I think today on the various platforms, security concerns take a backseat today. But undoubtedly, I think you should ensure that all security measures have been taken, and any concern should be addressed on the spot without any second thought. Undoubtedly, security of your data is very critical, and it has to be highly confidential, and I think this ecosystem has matured, I think, reasonably today.
So you are a part of this aggregation of firms, which is again a very important committee, and when we talk about the mindset and the thought process of the government, They are talking about Big Seven. And recently you have heard about a lot of news about, these MDP and many other aspects. What initiatives aggregation of firm committees doing towards this direction so that our firms move forward, because when we talk about how many partners do we have, how many numbers we have on 50 plus partners or 100 plus partners, so what role this committee is playing in this direction?
I think what aggregation of CA firms is trying to build up an awareness on the opportunities. If you see the GCC segment alone, there are immense opportunities. The opportunities are vast and wide. You see whether it is digital finance, whether it is AI to ESG, whether it is data mining, whether it is global reporting. See, if you are able to first sense these opportunities, I think India is most suited for the ecosystem, because we have a very, very cost efficient talent pool. Number two, we have a robust infrastructure. We have a good governance mechanism. All this coupled with India suits to be one of the back office, and we can transform ourselves as not only a hub for service, but I think it should be an innovation powerhouse. And chartered accountants are definitely one of the most suited for that. And we should, I think, spread our wings and set up offices or bring back work to our country and do it from here. See, today the location doesn't matter. And I think this is what aggregation of CA firms is trying to reach out to the membership across the globe. Why you want to work in US? There is a great opportunity back in India, and leverage that. That is, I think, if you are able to reach out to that, this is what we are trying to propagate.
I have a very important question for you. I think I have not asked this question to any other panelist, and this I think will be very close to your heart. Is you are from Kochi. That's, I think, a tier 2 city.
Yeah, tier 2 city.
And when the ministers and the entire GCC ecosystem is talking about the future of GCC lies in tier 2 cities and tier 3 cities, the question comes in, we are looking at cost advantage, we are looking at the location and many other things, but the challenge is also there. The adaptability challenge, the security challenge, retention of people, talent and all of that. I want to listen from you something interesting. How can these tier 2, especially Kochi, be an advantage in this entire GCC ecosystem?
See, I think if you see the tier 2 cities today, the infrastructure has been developed to a greater extent in terms of its connectivity, in terms of its availability of the resources, in terms of other infrastructure. See, just now in the last panel discussion, they said Soho is operating from Tenkasi.
Yep.
Tenkasi is not even a tier 3 city.
Yes, I've been there.
Yeah, but Tenkasi is also well connected. See, nearby cities have all infrastructures. Therefore, if Soho can operate and Soho can attract the talent to Tenkasi, I think that's a living example, living model. Therefore, I think today, probably in terms of cost, take tier 1 to tier 3 city, it will be less than 1/3 of the cost. And output is same. Therefore, we should leverage on that cost advantage in tier 2, tier 3 cities. And even Tenkasi, I would say tier 4 city. Therefore,
where they don't even have a bus stop.
Yeah. Therefore, we should be able to do that.
So
we quite suited. Tier 2 cities are quite suited for that.
So I think there is a lot of positivity in you in saying let's invest on people, let's invest on tier 2 and tier 3 cities, because if they come up forward, I think that's a real growth of our country. That's
I should congratulate you for taking this initiative.
Thank you so much.
And lead in leveraging this GCC to make it as a Global Capability Center in India. I think that's a great initiative, and it's a very laudable initiative. And my,
Thank you so much, sir.
Heartiest congratulations.
Thank you
to
so much,
And
sir. The idea behind this whole thing is to, give a vision, a thought, a change in perceptions to people who come here to say, if he or she can do it, why can't we? So I think we all are working very hard, and I think you are leading so many important committees where many decisions which is going to really impact, which is really going to make life much easier, because the talent and skills are there. It's all about giving them the vision, showing them that light so that they can come forward.
I think you have ignited that in today's audience, that dream to transform to action. I think that is the most, you have been the catalyst, and you will be remembered. All the very best for you too.
Thank you so much, sir. It was wonderful interacting with you, and we look forward for more interaction. Babu sir, you are such a nice person, and we see that the way Institute is working today, we know that we will go forward in many cities in this country, and we'll take this GCC ecosystem much forward. Thank you so much for being with us, sir. Thank you.